I'll be real, I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing right now. Alright, what I wanted to do. Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I'm gonna make sure. I don't expect you lot to fucking listen to any of this for fucking throwing this around, I swear. See how I was gonna get the crowbar and gouge it into my fucking eyeball, but here we are. See, I turned on everything and got ready because I was believing that I was going to say something, but now I'm bringing that subconscious thought into my conscious mind. I'm a dickhead. I can't say it. Okay, you know what? Maybe I should gouge my fucking eyeballs. For all the motherfuckers. Oh man. Love to have a gun collection. That would be fun, you know. That would be fun. want to know what the rest is, you'll find it out on when we drop the whole thing. It's always nice, I feel. I don't know, I kind of want to do that just because I would feel like just for meditation alone, that would be so nice to use, especially something that you've poured a lot of energy into to just happen like that. So I'm saying, like, I don't feel like I could make what I make and do what I do if I wasn't living the life that I was living. It's like I stumble upon some little rabbit hole or whatever from whatever I'm reading, wherever I'm just deciding to go, yeah, I want to know that right now. And I mean, to me it resonates, but to others I don't feel like they will be able to get the message from how, I've gathered it. So being able to just say it, but saying it to a point where, I mean, I've got it in my mind that I won't be able to do anything or learn anything to the capacity that I should be learning it at if I won't explain it to my grandmother in as great detail as I possibly can. That's what I'm saying. Like, I like putting it in simple terms where if you've got your mind right and you're not so spiritually dead, you'll be able to pick up on it, because you won't be thinking, you'll just be feeling, but you will know what you feel in that moment of time. I mean, hey, if you... Thank you. If not, and you're gonna ridicule me, do it. Do it, please. That shit's funny. Because you see, you're just... Why act out of anger? Why? You're scared. You're trying to compensate. You're gonna go buy a Hummer as well. Like... If it doesn't inspire you, I hope you find something that does. I'm not gonna sit here and say spiritually dead, because I don't feel like anyone could be spiritually dead. You would be a very far bystander watching the game, but you would still understand the game when you see it. You just haven't been able to see it clearly enough to fully get a grasp of what it is. I also feel like that red pill stuff might have been right time, right place. I feel like it happened, It wasn't to the world's gender. I feel like it's... I mean, it's the lesser evil in the whole grand scheme of the greater evil, It isn't doing anyone harm, it's just helping people, but the people that it does do harm is the motherfuckers that let their ego control their life. Okay, that's all I've got to say. Now, to run it all back, Wu Wei. This is what this is about. Just living effortlessly. I'll put it into words of, when you get drunk, you know what that feeling is like, of being so loosey-goosey. Just being free, being able to do whatever, say whatever, and retort however. Well, we all know it's going to be extremely aggressive, but disregard that. But And see, coming from a former alcoholic, I understand how nice it is talking and being in that state of ecstasy where you can just be there, but you're not there at the same time. I mean, you're basically sleeping. You'll just put that motherfucker far in the corner, give him a nice blanket, maybe some ice cream, and he'll be fine. The same with being high, but two different states, you know? One, you're dealing with your shadow self, and then the other one, I feel like you're just dealing with it's the highest sense of consciousness, but a consciousness in a different, like, I don't know, I'm fucking yapping at this point, but hey, that's where you come in. You tell me how it is, and, you know, all of that, because I wouldn't be here if I wouldn't want you to also be here as well. This isn't my doing, this is our doing. We're doing this for the greater good, you know. We're not doing it for the benefit of ourselves. If we was, then I'm no better than anyone else. Being power, money, hungry, it makes no sense. I don't get it. Someone that's been in the lowest 10% of motherfuckers in England, living there for a long while. Money is not everything. Money will never be everything. So living with money at the top of your head makes no sense. Why put money above you? For what sense? I understand. Get money at all costs. I've lived my life like that. But why are you going to put money over yourself? To kill off one side so you can get a bigger side, but I tried to put it into words earlier and I'm going to recount what I said, so bear with me if it's a bit choppy. This was about a few good hours ago. Nigga went on his walk. Had to go on a long walk to realize what. Yeah, anyways. It's always nice living on the other side for a little bit, seeing how they live. When you're trying to move furniture in, you want a nice big sofa that you got on sale that no one else has and no one else has ever heard of, but if they saw it and if they had it, oh man, they would want other people to have this if they were generous. You get that type of sofa and you move it into your house. Bear in mind, the sofa is 15 feet wide and your place that you're living in is 20 feet in every 6 directions. I know we're absurd, but we progress. But you still need to fit in a dinner table, another little sofa area that you can just sit in and read a book. You also have stairs. I mean, if you want to sleep on your sofa, then, you know, we'll cut the stairs out, we'll cut the upstairs out, but you still have more stuff you need to move in order to be whole. But you're too ignorant to move that sofa out, or at least cut some of it off in order to get the rest of what you need. Just because you have something that you desire doesn't mean that you should let everything else fall to the side and brush it off and kill it off. Because you want this nice big shiny thing, but what the fuck is this nice big shiny thing doing to everything else? The one thing you won't be able to see, because yeah, that nice power that you got right there, that fucking power move you got over your manager, heart, man. I could never live a life like that. It's too complex. As in the sense of caring about stuff you shouldn't really be caring about. But I digress. That mood that you're in where you know you got one over a motherfucker, and you know that especially when if you've done any type of combat sport. Any type of combat sport where you'll just go out, flick a jab out right here, just move about, and the way that you react to the way that he throws stuff, you understand that you're the bigger fish in the pond here. You just know it. Whether you decide to go for the kill or not right there, that's up to you, or you just decide to wear him down, bring his will down because you revel for that. And hey, I don't blame you. It's always nice bringing a motherfucker down to the deep waters, looking at his face, making him question every decision he makes. Don't get me wrong, I want that motherfucker to come back as better than he ever could, because that's what tests a man. But of course, you're going to get tests like that as well. That's how life works. It's just dependent on how you respond. But I might have went too far into my tangent here. So I haven't boxed for a while, man. I miss it a lot. I miss it a lot. Maybe one day, who knows? I mean, at this point, I'm not in any type of fighting state. I feel like if I climbed up 3 feet of stairs, I would be at 3 feet. What am I, a fucking retard? Clearly. This is what happens, you know. This is the longest I've spoken in 43 hours. 19 minutes. I love being in my head, man. Them voices, oh man, they're better than the people around me. Just live effortlessly, man. Like, I try and go in depth into something. You got the gist of it, but it gets to the point where I even get lost in my own stuff, and it's like, yeah, you know what? I should shut the fuck up. But it's being aware of what's going on. Be just the biggest thing I can say, at least for me, is, do you know what eye you're looking out of? Now that's one, two. And bear in mind, you have 3. There's no, oh, but I don't see the third eye. What's this guy talking about? Cut your mind open, find a thought. Find memories. You can't, can you? Fucking nerd. I swear, man. Find out which one you're fucking looking through. About to have a fucking episode, I'll be real, I can feel it coming, so